Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best class setup for the brand new M13 Rottweiler blueprint. This is a brand new blueprint unlocked in Season 6, and it's actually a lot of fun to use. Essentially, this is an M13 class that's meant to be aggressive that also comes with a grenade launcher, which we actually made this thing kind of fun for me to use because I don't generally run a grenade launcher on the M13. And another thing is, after using this specific blueprint for a while, I kind of decided that running the thermal hybrid was not the best scope for this when you are playing aggressive, so I decided to take that off and exchange it with a different attachment, and it made this thing so much more fun, which was actually kind of unique for me because I'm also not used to using the M13 without a scope. So for some reason I was actually able to do really well with this thing. What you guys are watching right now is me demonstrate what this specific class setup is going to play like against some multiplayer bots, just so you guys can get a feel for what this weapon plays like before you throw on the attachments and try this thing out for yourself. So hopefully you guys appreciate that and are able to see what this thing can do. Again, it's a lot of fun. Having the grenade launcher on there is a little difficult because obviously you can only shoot one shot and the scav doesn't actually give you more shots, but I just used it for long distance. So because this is an aggressive M13 setup, all my gunfights that were up close were generally fine, and then if somebody was far away, instead of trying to laser them, I would just throw on the grenade launcher and try to hit them. So a lot of fun to use. I think you guys will do really well with this thing, and let's jump into the attachments. So if you guys take a look at the attachments that we're going to be using, we're not using a muzzle. The barrel that we're using is the Tempest Cyclone. This is going to give you sound suppression as well as bullet velocity and a nice little boost to accuracy and range. So again, the Tempest Cyclone barrel. The laser that we're using is the TAC laser. This is going to improve your ADS speed as well as your aim walking steadiness. I want to point out that aiming stability is also a pro, but keep in mind with this AR we don't have idle sway, so essentially we're not gaining or losing anything from having aiming stability, regardless of whether or not it's in the pro or the con tab. So the stats will lie to you a little bit, but we are getting ADS speed and aim walking steadiness, which is obviously great for mobility. We're not going to be using an optic. That's what I decided to take off. You guys can try this weapon out with that thermal hybrid, but overall I thought it was stupid and didn't make sense for all the other attachments that were with this thing, so I decided to just take that off completely. The stock that we're using is the M13 skeleton stock, so this is going to give you aim walking movement speed again, as well as aim down sight speed. So again, helping out our mobility. The only con is aiming stability, so essentially we're not losing anything here, which is great. So again, the M13 skeleton stock. The underbarrel that we're using is obviously going to be the M203 40mm high explosive rounds. You guys can see that will add that grenade launcher on the bottom, and you'll get to shoot that grenade launcher shot whenever you please. This does hurt your mobility a little bit as well as your control with losing ADS speed and movement speed, but again, you have the underbarrel grenade launcher, which is pretty sweet. So I decided to leave it on since that's what the blueprint came with. But again, that 40mm high explosive underbarrel. We're not running any extra ammo, again, not really necessary with this M13. Maybe if we were playing Warzone with this thing, you'd want to have a 60 round mag on, but because this is built for multiplayer, we're not going to add any extra ammo. And last but not least, the rear grip that we're using is stippled grip tape. This is once again going to improve our ADS speed as well as give us sprint to fire speed, which are two really important pros with an aggressive setup, especially for this M13. And once again, the only con is something that doesn't affect the weapon at all. So again, two free pros here with a nice boost to mobility. But I'll give you guys one last look at all the stats and attachments that come with this specific M13 Rottweiler class setup. If you guys have any questions about the original blueprint or the class that I shared with you in this video, please make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to try to help you guys out. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.